I'm looking a little bit pregnant.
You're gaining a little extra weight.
I'm gaining too much at a fast rate. Hey guys, it's Rachel. I want to start off by saying I've tried filming this video numerous times. It's very hard, honestly, to just dive in and just spew out information. So let me go ahead and give you a little background story. Hello, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. Click the notification bell, check my description for information about me. I have a main channel where I vlog every single day just about. I show my family, and in those vlogs, I share with you guys that I've been on a weight loss journey. I'm still currently on this weight loss journey. I reached my highest weight in 2020, and then I got pregnant, gained even more weight, had my baby, and gained even more weight until I realized, okay, enough is enough. Now, I've had a food addiction for quite some time. I'm gonna start from the beginning. I'm gonna go from childhood. I was a kid who did not look forward to eating. With my childhood, you know, back then there was no technology, obviously, so I was always out with friends, on the street with the neighborhood kids, and I barely, you know, ate like that. My mom would cook about 90 to 95% of my meals. If I ate out, it was school lunch, if that even counts. Occasionally on the weekends, my mom would grab a box of pizza, but rarely, you know, she would cook almost all my meals. Wasn't picky, didn't care to snack, so my house was not the house that had the chips, the Capri Suns, the chocolate bars. Like, we did not have that stuff. It was literally food and that was it. And that stems from my mom. My mom, she's not a big snacker either. She eats just to, you know, survive. You know, she enjoys her meals, of course. She doesn't look forward to eating like that. At least back then she didn't. So it wasn't something that I praised. It wasn't something where as a kid I was asking my mom for McDonald's. I could care less for that. I was just like, whatever, I have to eat because I have to eat. It wasn't until I reached middle school I started to actually request things from the grocery store. At school, I would see that kids would bring snacks, and so I would ask my mom, oh, can you buy me, you know, a bag of Cheetos? Can you buy me a bag of pretzels? And these were the snacks that other kids were eating. Most of the time my mom would buy it. Honestly, it went to waste. Never ate it. I was, like I said, I wasn't a big snacker. It was because I didn't have time. You know, I was never indoors. I was more so an outdoor kid. I was always out with the other kids, exploring and cheerleading and this and that. And so I would eat breakfast, eat lunch, dinner, and that was it. You know, like there was nothing else going on. Then I reached high school. In the high school that I went to, you can eat regular lunch, but then also you can pay extra to eat chicken tenders or get a slice of pizza. The pizza was from Papa John's. So at this point now, I don't want school lunch because other options are being offered, and my friends are eating the pizza and the chicken tender, so now I'm wanting the pizza and the chicken tender. I realized slowly that I was starting to ask my mom, hey, can you go get me some KFC? Oh, can you go get this? Half the time she would say no. At this point, my mom just recently had my brother. She was a full-time stay-at-home mom, and so she was cooking every meal for me. And so I got my first job. I don't have kids. I didn't even have a boyfriend at the time. So I'm just saving money, and I was actually using it to eat out. At this point, I was going out every weekend with friends, the mall. I would go out to eat with my friends. That was pretty much all we had to do, the bowling alley, and I was always eating there. Less and less I was eating at home, although my mom was cooking. And she noticed it. She was like, girl, you don't want to eat no more of this. You don't want to eat no more of that. And I'm like, no, girl, I had a burger and fries. No, girl, I had chicken wings and this. And it was something that I looked forward to. You know, I started to crave and look forward to eating out. And I think it's because it was a new world to me. For all these other years, I've ate home. Now I'm going out, and I'm going out to eat with friends. Like, it was part of my socializing. I would go to the mall, and at the mall, I'm stopping to get food with my friends. And at this time, I'm not gaining any weight. So I'm not thinking about health or anything. I'm just enjoying my food. I end up getting my boyfriend, who is now my husband. He has a car. And what are we doing on dates? We're eating. What are we doing? We're going to the movies, and we're eating, and we're just eating, and we're just eating. It just became part of my life where I started to look forward to eating. I started to skip breakfast just to get this huge lunch, and it just started to become an illness in the sense that I noticed that my money was going all towards food. I'm gonna say that I made a good amount of money as a nanny, and to this day I think about how dumb I was in splurging on food. And I mean splurging on food, buying $60, $70 meals. Happy I did it then, because I'm not doing it now, but that was pretty much my life. I would get paid, and then I'd tell my boyfriend, yo, let's go out to this bougie restaurant, my treat, and I would spend about like $100-something on a meal this big. So that was my life. I get to college, and I'm starting to gain weight. Okay, I'm starting to gain weight in college. I'm eating out all the time at this point. I want to say also I moved out. I moved in with my grandparents, who gave me complete freedom. In the sense that, you know, I was cooking for myself, doing my own clothes, you know, things like that, being independent. They were giving me that as a college student, and I was eating everything that I could get my hands on. I got my refund money back from college. I would use it for food, okay? And this is where people started to call me out on my weight gain. I think I gained about like 30 pounds. And when I noticed that I gained 30 pounds, I quickly lost the 30 pounds. Slowly though, I started to get back to my old ways in eating out. So that was just my issue at the time, eating out. I loved eating out. I no longer liked eating home cooked meals. At this point, I wasn't necessarily a snacker, but I was I guess you can say like a binge eater in a way. I would skip breakfast, eat this massive lunch, and then I would have dinner, but at like 1, 2 in the morning. A random hour, because I ate such a big lunch. I wouldn't be hungry until, you know, later, and then I'd eat this massive meal. I was eating everything. There was nothing that was, you know, off limits. I was eating pork and just everything. Oh my gosh. There was no such thing as calories. There was no such thing as too bad for you. I ended up getting pregnant.